That's a wide body beat. That's a wide body beat. That's a wide body beat.
Okay, here we go. What's going on, Panther Nation? Welcome back to Carolina's Armchair GM. I am your host, CJ. I hope everybody's doing good, having a good evening tonight. I wanted to come back with another live today because the Browns were in town. They had a joint practice with our very own Carolina Panthers. Okay. And the good thing was it was raining all morning. And I promise you, I left one of my buildings to go check on something in another one, and the rain stopped. And I mean, it really didn't rain again all day. And that was about 9:45, close to 10 o'clock. When practice started, and it quit raining, and it hasn't really rained since. So I think it was a good practice as far as that because they were anticipating on it being another monsoon this morning. I think everybody was ready for that. They said that the field was ready. Canales said the crew had everything worked out good. It was draining right. But you know what? Hey, like they say, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And I mean, mind you, it was still wet outside. It wasn't pouring rain like it was yesterday. Okay. But yeah, man, we're going to get into that. I also want to talk about the first depth chart that the Panthers released 2 days ago. No, I'm sorry, last night. They released it last night. Okay. Some interesting things on it. Nothing that I think that we should, you know, be up in arms about just yet. Now mind you, if some of this stuff stays like it is, then yeah, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. But let me get to the comments, man, and everybody. Let me see. Earl, what's going on with you? How you doing, sir? Nakari, as usual, the critiquer. He said I was late. So now he's calling the Better Business Bureau. Okay, go ahead, Nakari. Go ahead. See what they say. Antonio, what's going on with you, man? How you doing? Hey, look, I hit too many buttons, Doug. I hit too many buttons. It's all good. Appreciate you, man. Earl said team looked good today. Yeah, yeah. From what I could tell, it was a good practice for the Panthers. It was a really good practice. Rob Walt, what's going on, man? How you doing? Earl said don't. Mr. Hunky Dory, what's good with you? She said just walking into the house 10 minutes ago, hump day, 2 days before we see what we really need to get right. Yeah, you right about that. You were absolutely right about that. Pop in. What's going on with you, big dog? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping through. Okay. All right. And before we get going, I do have somebody coming up here with me. He is my good friend. Okay. He's a little weird sometimes. He's a little weird. He's backstage just talking trash to me right now, but I can't hear him because I don't have him upstage. He's a little weird, but he's a good dude. He's a good friend, and he loves the Carolina Panthers. I think might be as much as I do. I don't think he loves them quite like I do. But I think he does. Okay, so let me bring to the stage. Hold on, let me make sure you're ready first. You ready? Okay, all right, cool. So let me bring you to the stage, the one and only, Mr. C Ducky. What's going
Nah,
on,
don't try to say I'm weird while you trying to throw shots. But look, don't worry.
Doug?
I'm gonna
Hey,
throw. Look, just look at me. I'm gonna throw a grenade offline, and you know the grenade I'm gonna throw at you.
Oh, go ahead and say it.
Oh no, no, no,
Go ahead
no,
and
no,
say
no! I ain't gonna say that one.
it.
Just ice up, son. Ice up.
Oh, you talking about that one? Oh, hey man, let me tell you, and it's funny. Hey, I'm actually looking forward to it. But yeah, look, I got you. I ain't gonna put all my business
Yo,
out
like
there,
I
but
said,
yeah,
we ain't gonna do
yeah,
that
yeah,
one. We
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
do
do
that
that
one.
one. Yeah. Yeah. Look, this one know what we talking about. Hey,
Oh
but
man.
Doug, man, I'm glad you're here, big dog. Just what are
Hold
you know
on.
what are you?
What's
Hmm?
going hold on? What's going on, everybody? Like I said, I've been not MIA. Y'all already know I've been traveling. CJ be like, Doug, how you on the road so much? You playing the wedding. Like I said, I mean, just left another wedding. So life has been life, and it ain't been bad though. Not the bad
Hmm.
way, but yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good to be back up here. Talk some ball. Um, interact with the chat. But before we even get into Tate,
Hmm.
I text you. I'm so glad this young man on the right, my right side, might be your left side, is well. Because again, when that news dropped, that JC Horn got in
Yeah.
a wreck.
Yeah.
I think I made a post and I said, CJ, I'm about to lose my entire
Shit.
ish. Like I was mad because I'm like, bro, like we can't have him out of everybody fall out or
Yeah.
be out for a lengthy of time. So yeah, man. I mean, from that news to everything going on during training camp, joint practice, I don't have a negative thing to say. I think the only thing that
Mm.
I am worried about, CJ, and I said this on a space with Ricky Raines, um, we saw this last year. Me and you went to joint practice last year. What's
Hmm.
going on making True Money? And what happened? They dominated.
Yeah,
Popping. What's going
they
on?
really did.
They
Hmm.
dominated, and it did not translate over to the game or the season. I seen it. I seen it. Yeah. Look,
Yeah, buddy.
Nella's creation. I'm back on the road Monday to come to North Carolina. So yeah, it's adulting is very adulting right now. So
Yeah,
but no, like that's the one thing before we go, Riley. I don't know if you got slides or how we're
I
gonna
got a
do it, but
couple.
that's the
Yeah.
one thing that I know last year is like a rinse and repeat.
Hmm.
We dominated last year. Um, it didn't translate over to the games, but I think the
Nah,
only thing that's
it didn't.
different now is we dominated. Then you have starters playing, and you have another joint practice.
Yeah.
So I think that only can help. Now, this is where we'll know what type of team we have when we go to Houston next week. And I know we can get further into that. Is like how how do we play when we have joint practice in somebody else's backyard? How do we look? Like
True.
how do
It's
they
very
come out?
true.
So, like I said, I mean, when
Gotcha.
we get inside, I mean, that's my open soliloquy. I feel like I love what I heard, but it has to translate. It can't just be just for one day.
Okay. All right. Cool thing. And for anybody that did not hear, J.C. Horn was in the action this morning on his way, excuse me, to the stadium. Okay. He literally, I don't know exactly which way he was coming down Moorhead Street, but literally right there at the intersection where the stadium is at, Mint and Moorhead. I don't know if he was turning or doing what, but he didn't practice today, and nobody involved in the accident had to be taken to the hospital. Everybody was good. JC even put out a tweet saying, he was good, everything is okay. He was like, thank God. But he had to get a couple stitches in his thumb, so now he's officially day to day. Okay, which you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. It could have been a lot worse, but I'll take it. And most importantly, I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad everybody who is involved is okay too. All right. So, like I said, if you hadn't heard, that's the news on J.C. Horn. Okay. All right. Now, real quick. Okay, real quick before we get started, I want to get into it, and I want to To all my front office members, thank you. Okay. If you would like to become a member of the front office, the link is in the description. If it well, it might not be. If it's not in the description, you go to my channel and it's right there. You can hit the join button. But again, thank you to all the front office members. Thank you to Mr. Hunky Dory again for all the gifted memberships that he has blessed me with lately. I appreciate you. Okay. And again, thank you all the front office members. Fantasy football, again, it's coming. I'm going to make the leagues here in a minute. I'm gonna have a lot of time off next week, so they'll definitely be done here in a few days. Okay, and I know there's a few of y'all who I've talked to behind the scenes. I will definitely make sure you get the invites so you can get in the league first. Okay. All right. So, Doug. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the joint practice because I want to talk about the depth chart that came out yesterday. But let's go ahead and get into you know the major news of today. And but besides J.C. Horn getting in the accident,
Mm-hmm.
the actual joint practice itself. Okay. And what I want to do is this is the Panthers YouTube highlight video of the joint practice. Okay. And I want to start off by saying, these are all of, our highlights. It wasn't perfect for us today. And I really wanted to get like if the Browns made a highlight reel of their best plays and stuff, I really wanted to do that. But they didn't have anything
They
up,
didn't.
posted.
They
Yeah,
did.
it was a couple clips I seen on their X page, but I didn't feel like sitting there going through all them darn clips.
Did you see the clip where I guess the beat reporter for their ESPN said that they basically like we
Mm-hmm.
dominated? I think yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that, and I want to say I have that stored in the bookmarks that I have on here. And you know what? I do not, but I think I'll try and find it here.
You want me to send it to you? Send it to you on
No,
text? No, don't
no.
worry
Well,
about
what I do it. Well, yeah, yeah. Just send it to me, and
it.
I
Okay.
get it up here. Yeah.
Bet.
All right, let me get through some more comments here. Making True Money said before Dave said he had stitches. I saw in videos he was hiding his hand or protecting it at least. I got you. I got you. Oh, make sure I say he's going to the Houston joint
Yeah.
practice. That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Okay. That's what's up. Browns fans in shambles. Saw somebody call us a very good defensive team. Okay. And I did see one person on Twitter who, looked like he was there. I don't know if he's a Browns beat writer or whatever, but he was talking about Shador and said he overheard one of the Panthers coaches saying, "Oh, I wish that was our quarterback." And I was like, I don't know about all that. Go
So
ahead,
that's
Doug.
fraudulent. That's fraudulent. A lot of people been coming
Okay.
out. I saw that tweet too because I know one Carolina John wrote it, and then I asked John, and he was like, "Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't real. It wasn't real."
Okay.
So that's the reason why you gotta filter out who we listen to, who we say is credible and all that. But yeah, so
I
I
got you.
agree with you on
Yeah.
that.
I got you. Hey, Papa said Princely got tossed like a baby with bathwater today.
But
Well, not go ahead
go
though.
ahead. No,
You
you
probably about
go
to say the
ahead
same
because there's
thing.
a clip. There's a clip
Yeah.
when it was
N- n-
live action, and if
mm-hmm.
Princely Human Yelling wanted to get a sack,
Yeah.
he would have laid Shador on
Against
his back.
Shador, right? Yeah.
Yes, he
Mm-hmm.
would have laid Shador on his
Now
back. Now,
I know the other one was all the lineman drills, and I see the one that I think Papa is talking about. Now mind you, I think if that had been a real game, I forgot my man's number. I think it was 68. He definitely would have got called for illegal hands to the face because
yeah,
he
that's the boy
definitely
from Ohio
grabbed.
State. Six
Yeah,
eight. He's a 6'8". Yeah,
he definitely grabbed Princely's face mask and then kind of let him go. And then I think one of the Cleveland coaches jumped up and was like, "Yeah, yeah." And I'm sitting there like, "Man, bro, go back over there somewhere, dog. Like, come on now. We all saw that. We all saw that. But yeah, but like you said, though, there was another clip. What he did get around old buddy, and I think I do have that clip. It's part of the little highlight reel.
yeah,
All right.
yes, sir.
Let me see. Steven, what's going on? He said, "What's good, fellas?
What's
How you
going on,
doing,
Steven?
Steven?" Uh-oh. The CJ, if I don't get a damn
You need to
invite, I
block him,
know a
bro.
shed that's gonna get back to a flame. Okay, you know what? I got you. I got you. I'm gonna send you an invite here in a
No,
second.
keep reading because he's throwing
Hmm?
shots tonight. He's throwing shots
Said
tonight.
play the clip. I ain't seen it. Papa said Princely seen 375.66 and he peed a little guy. Oh my goodness, yo. Okay, he said that was fake. He was baiting. I got you. Eternal 252, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate you. He says Mello Dotson, Corey Thornton, time to shine. Okay. I mean, we've been hearing a lot of good stuff about Corey Thornton throughout throughout camp. So I'm sure, I am sure that he's probably going to get. I would say he probably get the start opposite Mike Jackson, because I'm pretty sure JC Horn's not going to play Friday. I'm
Mm-mm.
pretty sure
No,
now.
he's not there. He said he's not. He's not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Panthers boy, what's he's still with the Curtis Jr. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, let me see. Turns out I hear James Pierce doing better than Princely. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. We'll see here in a little bit. They don't blue check mark is
This the one.
probably not real. Gotcha.
You know what he's
He
talking
said
about, right?
that was a false start and hands to the face. The dude that was talking about
No, he's throwing shade. He said if they have a blue check mark, it's probably not real. We both got blue check marks on X.
You know what? You know what? I got you. James Pierce doing better in assaulting teammates. Princey doing better in defending them. Damn. Was he down there fighting?
Yeah, he did.
Let's be
I saw that highlight
objective
yesterday. He had
and not
the
let.
offensive person's helmet.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
missed that one. Let's be objective and not let fandom blind reality. Well, I mean, we are being objective. I mean, the thing is, we're not saying that, Princely went out there and scorched the earth today, but he didn't have a terrible practice. It wasn't perfect. Oh, or maybe you're talking about James Pierce. Now, mind you, I haven't seen enough of him to say either way how he's looking. I mean, maybe I'll go take a look at it once we get through with this. But yeah, but hey, let me tell you, hey, it is what it is. But I've seen the clips of Princely. I haven't seen nothing to Pierce yet. But if you say he's out there balling like that, hey, I'll take your word for it until I see otherwise, or until I see what you're saying. Yep. Let me see. Squad Down Production. What's going on? Okay. Let me go ahead and get to the to the video here real quick. All right. So this is the Panthers highlight reel from joint practice today. Okay, now right there, that's the play right there, Doug. That's the play right there you was talking about. If that was a real play, Shador would have been he'd been good and in the dirt.
He'll been lunch.
Mm-hmm. But what I do, I'm gonna just go ahead and let it play through, and then we'll go back through it again.
All right, gotcha.
All right, so this time I'm going to turn the volume down on it and let it go ahead and play a little bit. But on this play, now this was the Princely play. I did like the very next play here. Bartholomew with the pass breakup. Okay. Um, Now this is what I like about this play here with Bryce. Now he sees Leggett and he lets his bad boy go. Got it. You know. And I saw a tweet, I think it was from Dunk. Dunk said, he doesn't care if Leggett catches the ball with his damn teeth. He was just like, as long as he catch it. And I feel you on that one, Dunk. I feel you on that one. Oh, and real quick, hey, Flame for Jesus, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Greatly appreciate you. He says, hello, everyone. I hope y'all are having a blessed evening. I hope you are too, sir. Hope you are too. All right. Go ahead and keep playing here. Okay. Now, with this clip here, it looks like they threw a little bit of a screen. And what I do like on this clip, you see our new safety, Lathan Ransom, coming up to make a play because we were terrible at covering screens last year. Okay. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that every single team is going to, be able to stop every single screen pass, but it seemed like we were unable to stop about 95% of them. You know what I mean? Before they got good down the field, you know. So, but and I think this was against their second team, and whatnot. But still a good play. I did read a post on Facebook, and I can't confirm who it was, and it said Panthers Valley at the top, but I couldn't find it on X or anything. But they were saying that our run defense was pretty good today. We were not letting it,
It was Joe
especially up the
Person.
middle.
It was
Yeah,
Joe. It
okay.
was Joe Person and Mike K.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. But our run defense was good up the middle, which is a good sign, or a really good sign. Because even if it's our backups up there, my thing is it starts with everybody. If our backups are able to stop the run, then I would think our starters will get out there and be able to stop the run as well. We added a lot of talent on this defense, for stopping the run. So yeah, so I'm hoping, and I like this, and I'm hoping it continues. Oh, hold on. What did Papa say?
That's
Paint a
what.
raccoon on his skin and Leggett will catch every ball. LOL, I'm not worried. Wow.
Pull the clothes
That's
off of them.
hilarious. That is hilarious. He said paint a raccoon. Look,
Pull
or
the
either
clothes
that
off
or
of
paint a horse on it.
Nah, a horse he gonna ride. I don't know, but a squirrel or a coon, pull the clothes off
Raccoon
of.
or squirrel. Yo, let me see. Eternal said, we was at terrible coverage, period. Yes, yeah, I got you. I got you. Nine down all the time. What's going on with you? How you doing? All right, let me go ahead and hit play again. Okay. Another play by Andy. Hit James Mitchell. And somebody else who I will have some clips when I show the stuff from X on here. Um Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker and what's the other wide receiver named Doug that had 2 touchdowns a day? I keep forgetting his name.
It was
Hold
only
on, no,
Excel and Coker that had two.
no, my man. Hold on, I got it right
Oh,
here.
Bryson, Bryson. I know who you're talking about. I got a slide.
Bryson Tremaine. That's
Yeah,
it.
Bryson.
Yeah, Bryson Tremaine and Coker both had great days today. But I am glad to see Mitchell catching these passes because he did drop one in the end zone at FanFest that I put up as a short. But the crazy thing was, if I'm not mistaken, if that was Princely on the play, Princely got past Timo. That would have been a sack on Bryce, but Bryce did get it off, and Mitchell was open in the end zone and did drop the ball. All right. All right. Now here's another the Boogie Basham. Okay. Now my thing. Let me go back here real quick. And I know this is going against second stringers and whatnot for the Browns, but even still, I love to see this. Love to see this. I mean, let me tell you, if there had been a quarterback there, he the guy got on that play. But love to see it. Love to see it. All right. And hold on real quick. Flame for Jesus. Hey, thank you for another 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate you. He says it's the preseason, so it doesn't matter who starts. It may not be that way for the regular season. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And again, hey, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you as always. All right, in this play, handoff up the middle. Defense seems to shut that down. Hey, got Princely in there. All right. Got another run stop. Got Trevin Wallace in there talking the talk. Another pass from Bryce down the sideline to T Mac. And it's crazy because I was trying to figure out who 43 was for the Panthers. But when I looked the number up on the roster, it said a cornerback. So I don't know, and I couldn't see exactly who that was. All right, and then you have Flacco going back to pass, and Mike Jack. Look at Mike Jackson. And the thing is, and that's was that
That's Judy, Jerry Judy.
okay? Jerry Judy. Hold on, you know what? Because I thought he got a hand on that pass
He
earlier, but that
did.
looked like Mike. He did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You probably got to watch it in real
Oh,
time.
okay, I got you. When I stopped it, I hit the frame where the ball deflecting was up in the air. Because the second I was like, wait a minute, hold on, was that a overthrown pass? But
Mm-mm.
good play by Mike Jackson on Jerry Judy. Okay, love to see it. All right, Price here. Okay, now this one,
That's a
let me
tech.
tell you, McMillan Ted McMillan is going to be a fool catching these passes. All right, the man has great hands. Okay, now mind you, you want your quarterback, especially Bryce, to go out there and put the ball on the money every time. But one luxury I think he have this year, if he can get it in the vicinity, Ted McMillan is going to come down with it. All right, what you think, Doug?
I mean, I can't give you everything because I go live tomorrow. I would say
Now, I
this:
got you. I got
we
you.
got a good problem. Wide
Mm-hmm.
receivers. One thing, most of the time when you have a problem, you say, "Oh, a problem is a bad thing," but you have a good problem. Like Ted had an up and down day. He's gonna have that. Dave Canales even talked about it where him and Ted weren't on the T Mac. I forgot he wants to go by T Mac. T Mac weren't on the same page, and T Mac, Bryce looked at Dave, and Dave was like, "I see what you did there." He's gonna have mistakes, but when he actually catches it, he has strong hands, like CJ said, and that's one thing. I think we have a couple of strong-handed wide receivers. I think Jalen Coker is another one as well. As you see during the red zone periods, he had 2 touchdowns. I just like what we're seeing with the young man. He's not winning every rep, so that means that he is getting that welcome to the NFL moment, but he's
Mm-hmm.
also having days where I know I know what I bring to the NFL. And I think I think it was on the NFL Network when they did Inside Carolina, and he did an interview yesterday, and he was saying that he's basically learning by the day. Some days he gets his and he shot it out. Obviously J.C. Horn, Mike Jack, all the other DBs, but he basically said like he's loving what he's able to learn, not only from them, but they can learn from him as well.
Mm-hmm. Facts, facts. I see Power Master said y'all missed Nick Scoring actually practicing.
He did practice today.
I do think I have a clip here of him, actually practice. He's missed with the last 3 practices.
It's 3 practices, but he
Wednesday.
didn't do team. Well, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't do live action 11-on-11. He didn't do that, but he did do reps, team reps with offense and defensive line. So
Okay. I got you. I got you. Jay issue was going on. He said just join what I missed. Not much. Not much. We were just watching the clip from the highlight clip from the Panthers. I got that off of their YouTube channel. But yeah, man, I will say this, and I'm gonna try and stay consistent with this. Oh, he said it was in the video. Okay, well, you know
mhm.
what? Hold on. Let me go back here. Hold on. See. You know what? Yeah, play. Ah, there you go. Okay,
Mhm.
there you go. Yep. But that is good to see, man. I love to see him back out there on the field. I think we're going to. I do have a clip of Pat Jones that I got a bookmark on X. I'm gonna show here in a minute. I think he had some good reps today. Didn't see anything from DJ Wanham, but so
No,
far,
DJ Warner was out there. DJ Warner, he
mm,
was in the stunt drills.
got you. Okay, okay. He said he looked like Bobby Boucher in this freeze frame. That is funny. That is funny. But yeah, man. Again, and like I was about to say, I kind of I'm going to stress this. I I feel like we can look at these clips and we can get a little excited about what we see. It's not bad to be happy when you see them making good plays and doing good things. Okay, now as far as just jumping to conclusions and saying, "Oh God, we're going to do this, we're going to do that," just it was joint practice. Okay, it was a controlled environment, and you know what I mean. Like we got to take it for what it is. We got to take it because just like Doug said, we went out there. We had a great joint practice last year against the Jets. Great joint practice against the Jets, and look how our season look how our season ended up. You know what I mean? So we got to take it for what it is. But like I keep saying, I hope this leads to them being able to go out there and start the season off. Start the season off with a fast start. Now I know Dave Canales said that the starters are going to play at least one series. Okay. And I think if it's one series and they move the ball down the field, say like Baker a couple years ago, you move the ball down the field, score a touchdown, it's probably going to be the last you see of the starters on offense. Okay. But if it's like a 3-and-out or something, he's probably going to put them back on the field and get them some more reps. All right. But I do think that he probably won't admit it, but I do think that David Tepper learned a lesson last year. I really do, about playing the starters in the preseason games. Like you got to get them out there and get them some reps. Okay. So yeah. What you think, Doug?
Yeah, I mean that I opened it with the open soliloquy when you asked me about how I feel about it. I think
Mm,
it just has to build off of it. I'm interacting with the chat when you're talking. Like I understand a lot of people are not, getting too high, too low. It has to translate over to training camp. Well, it has to translate over to preseason, these 3 games, and start out the gate fast. Like this schedule is very favorable for us to start out high. If we don't, it's going to be a lot of blame. It's going to be on coaches. We already know what's going to come on Bryce. So it's just a
hmm
matter of, continue building days.
Yo, look at this one. Turner said, I did bet 1K we was taking division. If we don't, Bryce gotta go. Good God Almighty, man. Woo. Wow.
No, that's why I just text too. I literally
Mm.
just messaged him. I was like, yeah.
Hey, I'm Jet. I was going on. He said, "What's good, y'all?" I tried to get Doug in the league with us. Would have been a stacked lineup. I got you. I got you. I got you. Well, like hey, as soon as as soon as I get my leagues made, man, let me know if you want to join one of mine. But yeah, man, appreciate you for joining. Um, what's up, my big little sister? How you doing? I see you called me just now. Well, you see why I couldn't answer the phone. The card said Bryce got to have another mental breakdown for him to go.
All
Yeah,
right, then we
yeah.
knew it was you, Rob. We knew it was you, Rob.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. What's
that's
going on,
Rob.
Rob? Okay, gotcha. What's going on with you, Rob? Okay, cool beans, cool beans. All right. So I'm going to play let me see. I got to get okay. So I did bookmark a few tweets because for the most part, this was how I was following joint practice today. All the good people out there kind of giving us a breakdown, of what was going on since we couldn't be out there. Oh, and you know what? Hey, and Rock Jones, I just want to say, message delivered. Okay, the message that you gave me for a certain somebody, I delivered the message today. He said to tell you to shut up. All right, but you got Gabe McDonald here, and this is basically the timeline of things that went on. And let me see. He was like Bryce at QB. He said pass intended for JT Sanders, broke up by Denzel Ward. Intended for Thielen. Said Thielen fell down on route. Dropped by T Mac in the end zone. I can't see and Newsium. I guess that's the cornerback was in coverage. Said TD pass to Leggett on crossing route. That's the one we saw in the in the video there. Then you switch to Andy Dalton. Said short completion to David Moore. Out route completion to Thielen. Dropped by T Mac in the end zone. Tried to catch one handed. Tony Brown in coverage. End of drive. So T Mac wasn't perfect today. He had a few drops out there. Had a few drops. Bryce back at QB said pass intended for Coker. Bad pass to hit the ground. TD pass to T Mac across the middle. False start. End of drive. Dalton back at QB said throwaway. Defensive pass interference on Browns. On the Browns, TD pass to James Mitchell. Defensive pass interference on the Browns. Okay. Um, And it continues with Bryce, the quarterback. Chuba up the middle. Play action pass thrown away. No receiver in area. Complete pass to on sideline of T-Mac for about 20 yards. I do believe that's the one we saw in the clip as well. Let me see. Dowdle run up the middle for a solid gain in the drive. Dalton the back at quarterback. Drop INT by Miles Harden. Intended for XL. ETN run up the middle. The tackle for loss by Brown. Defensive tackle Sam Kamara. Interception by Browns Tony Brown II. Bad pass intended for Jimmy Horn Jr. The complete across middle to Dominic Daphne. Dime by Andy Dalton. Okay, Bryce back at quarterback, completes in the flat to JT Sanders for a solid gain. Let me see. Play action pass complete across the middle to Leggett. Short pass complete to Moore. Dowdle run left off tackle. Then you have Plummer. ETN outside run left, complete in flats to Blackshear. Okay, and then you have this last drive right here. You had a completed pass to Chuba stuffed at line of scrimmage, low snap by Corbett. And Chuba not really got into a scuffle, but I think he was talking junk to one of the guys that tackled him. He threw the ball at him, and then old buddy got back up and followed Chuba, threw it back at him, hit him in the back of the head. But I don't think any big fight ensued from it though. Let me see, and then complete the T-Mac false start in Carolina, complete in flats to Coker. Bryce scramble in the drive, so he switched back to Dalton. Complete in flats to Jimmy Horn Jr. Coverage sack, run right by ETN, stuffed at line of scrimmage. TD pass to Bryson Tremaine. End of drive. Okay. Bryce back at quarterback, complete to Chuba. Chuba with the run to the right, jet sweep to Dowdle. And I think that's one thing that you're going to be seeing a lot of out of this offense this year, especially with Rico Dowdle. You would see him on those jet sweeps like that. And I think that's one of the things that's, going to be good to see and probably, expand that playbook a little more. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, incomplete, intended for Leggett, broken up by Ronnie Hickman in the drive, switched to Jack Plummer. Imani Bailey, outside run left, said dime to Bryson Tremaine for a TD, said great route and catch, end of practice. Okay. And I know I was listening to Ricky Bobody Space earlier today when he was talking about Bryson Tremaine, and he was like, man, he said he seems like he's a good receiver. He just wish he was at another position because that wide receiver room is stacked. But he said he feels like he should definitely make the practice squad. Okay. But I think overall, a solid day. And again, Flame for Jesus, thank you for another $5 super chat, man. I appreciate it. He said, I have no expectations. What I would like to see is a top 10 defense. I'm not expecting that. Well,
Top 10
hey.
offense.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Top 10 offense. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we're going to see a top 10 offense, but I think we're going to be out of the mud, and I do think we're going to be out of the mud by a good little margin. Okay, and that's just my thoughts right now. But again, like I always say, we got to see it first. Okay, but I do believe that this offense has the capabilities to be a lot better than last year. Now, top 10, yeah, that would be my expectation too, but I would definitely have to see it first. I'm not going to get on here and say we're going to have a top 10 offense. But so I agree with you on that one. And thank you for the super chat, Flame Jesus. I appreciate you. To CJ, he can't read no more. Well, whatever in the car. Whatever. Oh, you know what? Damn, my bad. I forgot the car is in here. What's going on with you, big dog?
You would pull me up when I'm wiping my face, but what's up? What's good?
What's going on with you, man?
I'm all right.
That's all you got to say? Give us your thoughts.
I mean, what you want me to say? The Browns came in and the Browns came in.
It was B to A today. It was B to A.
Yeah, I was trying to say that without
it's
saying that.
It's B to A.
Look, call me old and then get hit. What you want me to say?
I'm in the middle of a text argument, so I'm trying to, handle both things at once. Hey, man, being a young man is crazy out here. I got 9 different girlfriends to argue with. No, I'm just playing.
Wow.
Only got one.
Wow. I'm gonna clip that. Okay. So now we got a rep by Pat Jones here. Okay. And I say that was a decent rep. A decent rep. Nice spin
Look like
move.
a hold of me.
Yeah.
But that's against. Is that all? Yeah, that's offensive line. It's 60. I thought it was 88 when I was looking at 60.
Yeah, he is the backup right tackle. Backup. I looked that up before I got on here. But yeah, but nice rep by Pat Jones there.
The way his shoulder go back, throw the flag.
Hold on. You put it back up here. What you say, Nakar?
When his shoulder go back at the end of the clip, almost that would make me call for a flag. Right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah. I feel you.
I know the car. I'm laughing at the same thing. You shouldn't have said that.
Miss Nella, you ain't see that. You ain't hear that.
Oh, she saw that. She saw that. She heard that, and trust me, she is not gonna let you live that down. Not at all.
We could talk about it off camera.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and so here's another angle of the touchdown that Bryce threw to Ted McMillan, and this is right here. Like, look how he catches that pass. Like, but let me tell you. Go ahead, Doug.
I'm not going to take away from Ted, but one thing, reason why they love Bryce, the point guard Bryce, the Steph Curry Bryce, J.C. Horn just said it the other day.
He one put thing it where only he could get it.
Yeah, Bryce is a placement. That's where he was, Nakari. Bryce is a placement type. You have to be there. If you're not there, it's either something happened on your route or it's going to go in the dirt. But Bryce is going to put it right there. He's not a gunslinger. I know people want him to just chug it, throw his arm out. No, he's a placement. He's going to throw it right where you should be able to get it. Maybe a little bit of contest there, but he's going to put it right on you.
Yeah, because, I mean, that route wasn't anything special.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. Okay. All right. And here, let me start this over. And here again is the... Damn it. Okay, pause. Yeah. Here's a play to Excel. And again, what I like about this, and everybody just like, oh, well, he can't throw the ball. Like that was a good pass. They had a little bit of zip on it. You know what I mean? Like when he planted his foot and he was like, I got to get that in there. And he got him. Okay. And like we said earlier, I don't give a damn if Excel catch the ball with his teeth. Just catch the damn ball. Yeah. But I like this play though. That was good. Okay. And then again, here is the Mike Jack clip that we saw in the Panthers highlight video as well. Okay. And again, with JC out, that's on Jerry Jeudy. Because if I'm mistaken, Jerry Jeudy is the number one, right?
I would say so.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, a nice rep by Mike Jack there. And again, sorry, y'all. Jalen Coker. Okay. Let me tell you, if nothing else, and he's somebody that you haven't heard a lot about, this training camp. Like you hear that he came back, he was in good shape, and but it hasn't been a lot of like a lot of fanfare. Like everybody's been caught up with Hunter Renfrow. Okay, and then you got T-Mac. All right, and then you're trying to see if XL is going to step up again in his second year. Okay, but one thing that's consistent, let me tell you, Jalen Coker has hands. If you throw the ball up there close to him, he is going to come down with it. Okay, and Jay Issue, I do believe I have that Cam Jackson clip up here next.
Okay? I think we've been doing Jalen Coker a disservice by saying he competing with Renfrow and Thielen for slot reps. Because he could play on the outside too. A lot of his best plays last year was on the outside. So I don't think that we have as much of a problem as we think we do. I think we have a starter and a two for each receiver spot.
Hey, Nakar, can I go off of your point? So I think it's going to be Tech on the outside, Coker on the outside, Etzel more in the slot, because again, he's not. He's like a car. Like he once he starts and he speeds up, he's just not out the gate gonna get you there. And I think that's where he excels at. And I think that's when you still have a shorthanded Adam Thielen, and then you can't forget Hunter Renfrow as well. But then it depends on the packages where you got Jimmy Horn as well. So like I said, it's a good problem to have, but I agree with you. I think people are forgetting that you bring in a Ted McMillan, you bring in a Jimmy Horn. having your cousin in the second year and then still having Adam Thielen, it's a good problem to have, but you can really mix and match that personnel, and hopefully we can get a glimpse of it, maybe a little bit with the backups. I know not right away, and I do know that they said Brad is calling plays for preseason as well too. So,
okay,
yeah,
okay. You think there's any shot at Canal is letting that play call and go all together?
So I don't have an issue with it. Some others may. They've been doing it since they were with Tampa. They did the same thing. I don't have an issue with it. And I think Canales has learned a little bit as well from last year, because you can tell, and I think me and you said this, CJ, that last game, you can tell he just opened that book and said, let's just let everything fly. Let's just let everything fly. So I'm not opposed of it. Again, I think they are great yin and yang. They help each other out.
Okay. In the press conference, he said he still thinks that he has some more that he could give the Panthers in play calling, because they asked him that question.
Correct.
And so I don't think it'll happen this year, but he did leave the possibility open for, in the future.
Yep.
Yeah. And he did say a couple practices ago that they get to meetings, him and Izzy, and they're like, okay, well, what are we going to throw at Bryce next? Okay, cool. They do that. And now I got to the point where they were like, okay, well, now we got to come up with some more things, to throw at Bryce. And again, I'm not saying that like, oh crap, well, he about to go out here and do this and this because that's what he said. But it's good, the fact that they're like, okay, well, cool. We threw this at him. He got that. We threw this at him. He got that. And now they're like, okay, well, let's come up with some other stuff. I do like to hear that. Go ahead, Doug.
I ain't saying that.
Oh, I thought you was about to. Okay, got you. My bad. Willie Johnson said, what did the Browns defense look like, especially Graham? Only crickets on the internet. Now that I do not know.
Check your X, because you can play that clip I sent to you on X. You can play that. Because basically, like, they were basically
like you said, B to A.
I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And I think Flame for Jesus said it too, as a practice. It's something to build off of. Like, the good thing about it, I do think the Browns have a good defense. The only thing for me is next week, from an offense and defense standpoint, you will really know how well this team can look going into Houston versus the game and also joint practice.
Yep. Hey, Flame, man, thank you again for the super chat. Cam said, lay down, is nap time because I don't want to play anymore today. Hey, but it's crazy though. Now I will say, old buddy did get his get back on Cam Jackson on another play. Okay. And there was another clip that I did not put in my bookmarks of Doug's favorite defensive lineman, Shy Tuttle going up against the same backup center. Now I will say, my man was hopping back there like like a penguin. But my thing is this. Okay, if we could get that out of Shy on a consistent, hey, I'm just saying, Doug. I'm just saying, we get that out of Shy Tuttle on a somewhat consistent basis this year. I'm not going to say I would be just flabbergasted with that, but it will probably be much more than we've seen out of him so far.
Okay? Let's be honest.
The man has been playing out of position. Doug, you got to keep that in mind.
Okay, Nicole, I'll give you that. But with everything that we got in right now, what out of a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that he makes the roster? No, because matter of fact, I don't want the car. You the one that's been backing his black self. I'm about to really go on a rant because I'm about to go on a rant. You've been backing him.
Can you you're the one been backing his black.
So
I need to see the roster. I need to see the roster.
No, I can answer that. Okay, so look, just off the dome. I know this, so think about it. You got B3.
Okay, new name.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, I know you. I ain't heard anybody say B3.
Then you got Brown.
Hold on. I do you one better. Hold on a second.
Okay,
hold on a second. All right, let me add Nakari to this. Here's the depth chart. Okay,
I didn't need to look at it, but Nakari can look at the cheat sheet. I'm not looking at the cheat sheet. You got B3, you got Derek Brown, you got Ashawn Robinson. That's 3 right there. Then you got Wharton. Then you got Cam Jackson. Then you got LeBron Ray. Then you have Jaden Crumedy. And you got Shy Tuttle.
Jaden Crumedy getting cut.
I think Crumedy, before he got hurt, I think Crumedy was really going to be a legit rotational piece before he hurt his ankle in preseason last year.
Mm-hmm.
I still got Tuttle above LeBron Ray and Crumedy. I think Cam Jackson is above Tuttle though.
So again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident that y'all say Shy Tuttle makes the roster?
6.89754.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna give my answer to that, Doug. But before, let me play that clip you got for me up here. All right. Let me play that clip. Okay. So here we go. This is ESPN radio station in Cleveland.
Sloppy is the word for it with all those flags. I mean, a couple of individuals look good, like I said, Flacco and Judy. They didn't throw an interception, but there were also several TBUs by the Panthers on the Browns offense. So I would say overall Carolina won this day. I don't know how much to put into this practice, but Carolina definitely had more winning plays, let's say, than the Browns.
All right. So yeah, the Panthers did according to ESPN radio in Cleveland, they feel that the Panthers did win the day. All right. So, okay. Back to this. All right, scale of 1 to 10. Shy Tuttle's chances of making it. I'm probably gonna give him about a 4.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And mind you, I'm still rooting for him. I'm still rooting for him. Correct. Now, if he makes the squad,
talking about correct. You ain't rooting for that man.
Hey, if he makes the squad, I'm still rooting for him.
I do not hate.
Don't lie, Doug.
You hate that man.
Don't lie.
Tony hate Ian Thomas. Like I hate Eddie Pinero.
I don't.
If Doug saw him on the side of the road passed out, Doug be like,
no. Now, see, this is what I'll probably say. He may outweigh me, but we're gonna see eye to eye. We'll see eye to eye. I ain't no small fella. I'm being serious. He'll probably see me eye to eye because Shy Tuttle ain't that big. And that's the reason why Nakari made a good point. He's playing out of position. He's not a nose tackle.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a rotational change of pace nose tackle. And that's what he was in New Orleans. That's the reason why he got the contract for us, because he was a rotational guy, had great numbers at what he was doing. We try to give him full-time money, and it didn't result. Again, the scheme doesn't fit. And that's the reason why I say you look at the players that we're bringing in, it's not about the coach, it's about the scheme. And as long as Dave Canales is here, we're going to be doing a 3-4 defense. And again, I don't think Shy Tuttle is a every down player. Cam Jackson is a different style rotational nose tackle right now, just based off of his size.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
because the thing is, at the nose tackle spot, that's what we were lacking, size. Shy Tuttle is like 6'2", 300. Okay. My thing is Bobby Brown is 330. Cam Jackson, I think, is like 328 or something. He's in the 320s. You know, we were missing that big body. But reason why I say a 4, Doug, because my thing is this. You got Turk, Ashawn, Bobby Brown, Derek Brown. That's 4 right there. If I'm not mistaken, last year the Panthers kept let me see, they kept 5. I don't know if they keep 6 this year or not. Now, if they keep 6, he might have a shot at it. But I think it's gonna be Bobby Brown. I think Cam Jackson is gonna be his backup. You're gonna have Derek Brown. I think it's going to be between Shy, LeBron Ray, and Crumedy. I think they're probably going to have to battle it out for, like I say, if they keep 6, they have a backup for everybody. I think it'll be between them 3 for that last spot. All right. But hey, and Flame for Jesus, man, again, thank you, dog. I appreciate you. The $10 super chat said Dan Morgan has said on several different occasions that he likes Shy Tuttle. He may make it as a second string nose tackle. Cam Jackson is nice in there too. Hey, but you know what though? And again, thank you, Flame for Jesus. But let me tell you, if they move Shy Tuttle behind Derek Brown, I promise you, I will slide LeBron Ray and Jaden Crumby right on back to 3rd and 4th. Okay, I would not be mad at that because again, like I keep saying in the car, I think he's playing out of position. If he was backing up Derek Brown and rushing, on the outside, that defensive end spot, I think he'd be better. And once again, man, thank you, Flame for Jesus. I appreciate you, dog.
Hey, Flame for Jesus, can you send me that clip? I just need to hear it from my own ears so it can burn. Please. I just need to hear it from my own ears. I believe you. I just want to hear it. I just need
Doug
to hear
gonna set his whole laptop on fire.
When he make the roster, don't be surprised.
I won't be surprised. It's just you made the good point in the car. He does not need to start again. He's a rotational.
I mean, he definitely ain't starting.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a rotational change of pace nose tackle. I'm fine with that, but he does not need to start. That's all.
No. He's not a rotational. Well, okay, he's
not
a
a
rotational defensive tackle in a 4-3 scheme. He does not need to be anywhere as rotational behind Bobby Brown III this year.
That's absolutely not. Absolutely not.
If he makes this squad, I would love for him for them to move him like behind Derek Brown or behind Ashawn or Robinson or Turk Wharton or whatever, But I mean, we'll see.
Hold on. And then what's going on, Paul? Paul Mancini just said that there's no way we put him on the practice squad. No, because somebody will go get him. You can't do that. We just drafted him. No, that's not gonna happen. No, that's not gonna happen.
No. Hey, well, he gonna learn on the fly, Paul. Let me tell you, he gonna learn on the fly this year, But we'll see. Now, okay, well, let me go back now. Our next topic that we're gonna talk about is the depth chart. So I wanted to pull this up so Nakari could get the view for the defense. But let's go back and talk about the offense here. Okay, and a couple things stand out for me here. Austin Corbett is the first string center. Okay, and I thought there might be, and it might still be a battle for that center spot, but I think it's Austin Corbett's to lose. Okay, I really do. Me and Tony were very skeptical about him being the starting center before last year, but he turned out he impressed both of us. I mean, we were real happy with what he was doing until he got hurt. Okay, and then the only other real noticeable thing here, like I said, I know this is just their first depth chart, but you see Jimmy Horn Jr. is basically the 7th wide receiver here. Okay. Excuse me. They got David Moore backing up Ted McMillan, and they have Hunter Renfrow backing up Adam Thielen, in the slot. Okay. But everything else on this board looks, just about where I think it should be. Okay. But I think the battle for center, is over, barring any injuries. I hope not. Chandler Zavala, I mean, if he doesn't get back right from the injury that he has, he could be a casualty. He might not make the 53-man roster. And they got Jatari Carter is backing up Robert Hunt at right guard above Jared Kingston. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, that's something that I wasn't expecting either. Doug, Nakar, y'all got any thoughts on the Panthers depth chart on offense?
Go ahead, Nakar.
On offense, nothing really surprises me. So no, not this way.
Okay. What you think, Doug?
Nothing really. It's first. I mean, it's the first depth chart. If I'm not mistaken, the depth chart changed last year. Edsel wasn't starting. Edsel was not starting last year when the first depth chart came out. It's nothing. I think, like you said, the Austin Corbett and Kate Mays will be interesting. I will say, if Austin Corbett is the starter, I think we still keep Kate Mays, because Kate Mays can play guard. So that does go into one of those depth pieces that might be hindered with one of the guards looking good, because we know what Kate Mays can do. So that's something to pay attention to. Do we really put Austin Corbett out there first? And if we do, that means Kate Mays is going to be a backup, most definitely, because, again, he's versatile. He doesn't just play center. He can play guard position as well. I do think Chandler Zavala will be cut. They probably do the little injury, see if he passed waivers and might bring him back. But with the injury that he has, you had a similar injury, if I'm not mistaken. That's an injury that's, a tough thing to come back from.
Yeah. And I don't did they say he had a was it a tear or was it a strain? Because
I don't
now,
I don't
oh,
think
go
he
ahead, though. I'm
tore
sorry.
it. I don't think he tore
Yeah,
it because if he tore it, they would have repaired it and then they just would have put him on the pup list. So I
yeah,
don't think I don't
because
think I don't think he tore it yet.
yeah, because I partially tore my patella tendon, and
Mm-hmm.
I was down for a couple months. Now, mind you, I tore it the wackest way possible. I mean,
Walking on
the
the
absolute
sidewalk.
no, no, it's even worse than that in the car. I was getting in the damn car, going
Oh
home
yeah, he
from work.
was. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got in the car. I never forget. I had a 2005 Nissan Altima. Okay, I got in the car, and so I went to put my foot on the little footrest on the side to kind of push myself up in the seat a little bit to get comfortable. And I did that, and I felt a pop in my knee. And I'm that type of person. If it does not drop me straight to the floor, I'm like, I'm good. It hurt till I got around the corner, and then I didn't feel it no more. And the next couple of days, I'm at work and I'm sitting there like, hey, my knee is hurting a little bit. And then that third day, I got up walking around the bed, dragging my leg behind me. My wife says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to work." She said, "No, the hell you not." And then went and lo and behold, they said I had a partial torn patella tendon. So, but yeah, if it was torn, he'd been out for a minute. But we'll see because I'm sure that's something he ain't going to be. I ain't gonna say not going to be able to bounce back quickly from, but I'm sure they're going to err on the side of caution and take it easy with him. But like Doug said, it might lead to him being cut. So we'll see. So damn CJ, you're getting old. I getting old. I am old. Shoot, I'll be 43 end of the month, dog. Let me tell you, I feel every day of
He
it.
53, y'all. He took 10 years off.
Hey, let me tell you, when I finish my time machine, hey, it's on there, buddy. Let me tell you, I got one in the works. Yeah, 13 weeks. I was out for 13 weeks. I sure was. I sure was. Yep.
Yeah.
But
If
yeah,
Corbett is
okay.
the starter, we got to keep K Mays because Corbett good for
Correct.
like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Hmm.
It's
Now,
the
yeah, don't
truth.
say that. But you know what though? The one good thing about this is we literally have three players that can play guard and center.
There
Brady
you go.
Christensen started 2 games at center for us last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now mind you, no, hell, Brady Christensen started at center. He started at guard and he
And
started at
left
left
tackle.
tackle all last year. And me personally, I thought there was no way in hell Brady Christensen was going to sign back with the Panthers this year. I was like, but because see, I'm looking at it like he showed all that versatility. He was a free agent. I thought somebody else would scoop him up. And at the same time, I'm like, well, is that good for us or is that bad for us? But even still, I'm glad he's here because what he put on the field and his film were good reps. You didn't see Brady Christensen go out there and just get his ass handed to him every play. He did good at all three spots. So yeah,
He
yeah.
did okay at center. I wouldn't say he did the best.
Said that must have been 13 weeks of pure hell for Miss Nella. No, Let me tell you, I'm a good patient. I swear. I had never watched Game of Thrones before. I sat there and I watched. I watched the whole season. I mean, all what 7 seasons? While I was down. Let me tell you, all you gotta do is give me something to eat and sit me on the couch. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, only thing I gotta say, hey, shout out to Nella Creation because that fish place we went to, she knows some food spots. I know CJ was over there eating good.
Oh, let me tell you. And look, and it ain't even got to be that. When I tell you my baby can throw down in the kitchen, yo. Look, and I'm tell you, I got it made. My mother-in-law stays with us too. My wife
Mm-hmm.
can cook, my mother-in-law can cook. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm good. Hey, Flame for you said I'll be 60 in less than 5 months. Hey, well, congrats to you, man. Congrats. Miss Unky Dory said 51 and 3 Advil doesn't work anymore. Wow.
Y'all old,
Wow.
man.
Hey, but you know what though? And I know I'm getting off topic here, but I put it like this. Let me say, I know I'm getting old, but I'm glad to see every day. Trust me,
Correct.
I'm glad to
Correct.
see every single day.
Correct.
Hey, look, I want to be 110 in this joint up here telling my son, Welcome everybody to Carolina's armchair. I need some water.
I'll report in the car. I'll report his live and say that somebody
abuse.
Yep. That's exactly what's going on.
Look, man, CJ 99.5 just won't do, man. Just won't do.
Y'all crazy. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the defense real quick. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the defense before we jump back to the offense. Okay, now with this, the only thing that kind of stands out to me, again, Shot Total being the backup at nose tackle. Okay, but Claudius Shirellis had an injury today as well. They say it's a groin injury, and they're going to, if I'm not mistaken, I heard David Newton say that they're going to evaluate it again tomorrow and let it calm down. Oh man, I'm sorry, that was Ricky. That was Ricky Bobby that said that on the space earlier today. So they're gonna let it calm down, check it again tomorrow. And like Ricky said, it's got to be a little something if you gotta let it calm down before you go back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
and he left on the cart.
Yeah, and the thing is, me and CD, shout out to CD from 2 Growls 1 Roar. He was my host, my guest yesterday. Monday, and we were talking about Bam Martin Scott from South Carolina possibly being like a dark horse to make the 53-man roster. And you think about it now, if Claudius Shirellis is down for an extended amount of time, and I know we just signed Chris Barnes from played with Arizona last year, but you think about it now. Bam Martin Scott's chances of making this team just rose a little higher. I say a lot higher. So
he was already gonna make the team in my opinion. I've been high on them since the draft. So
I got you. Bam Martin Scott, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but you know what? Let me ask both of y'all the same thing I asked CD the other night. Do y'all have a dark horse candidate on this team y'all think is gonna make the 53-man roster?
Thornton,
okay.
I mean, Thornton barely a dark horse at this point, the way they keep saying his name. But now you right, though. You right.
I mean, he was undrafted. That's the reason why. Mm-hmm. But I think Bam.
Nader, you like 23.
Bam. I think Bam is another one.
Card holders.
I those two. Bam and Thornton. But again, like I said, I think somebody. Oh, what's the show called? I gotta give me 0.10 seconds. I can tell you exactly the show.
Succession.
Hold on. You said 0.10 seconds, or was that?
I did say 0.10 seconds.
Ballers, Insecure.
No, Game it was the show. They were in the stadium yesterday. Bob and I can't think of because Ricky and myself were talking about him, but they basically gave Dan credit saying that he hit on Jalen Coker. Now he may be able to hit on another undrafted free agent and Thornton, because again, Thornton, I understand the highlights where Tech's been dominating sometimes, but I've even heard that Thornton held his own during FanFest. So again, the one that I'm really rooting for is Mello Dotson. If you're really talking about a dark horse, Nakari, CJ and myself had the pleasure of seeing Mello at the Shrine. Then I had the pleasure of seeing him at the Big 12 Pro Day. He really hasn't been able to get a lot of reps, and we've heard reps, but I really do like Mello Dotson. I really think he could get an opportunity to play.
Practice squad, then claimed off the practice squad. So
yeah, I can see that too. I can see that.
My dark horse is Fitzpatrick, whatever the kicker name is.
Kicker?
Yeah, he hasn't been that great, but other dude, I can't think of their kickers. I don't remember their names.
You talking about Wright?
Matthew Wright?
Yeah, right. He went 5 for 5 today, and he's been doing better than Ryan, basically. But I still think, they're gonna go with the youth. And that's why I say he's a dark horse.
Now I will say this, they use the slim goals in practice. So a lot of those times when they he goes like 2 for 5 in practice, in a real game, he would have been 5 for 5.
Be good.
You know what I mean? So, but Matthew Wright did go 5 for 5 at joint practice today too. So, but yeah. Hey, and Flame for Jesus, shout out to you again, big dog. He said we can learn from the preseason. We don't know till the regular season. That's when the pressure of every game counts and starts. It's totally different reaction to preseason game. Yes, you were absolutely right. You were absolutely right. Absolutely right. But the thing is, now for me, you can't just discredit the preseason games because it is a time for, some of these unknown players to get out there, and shine. Because even though everybody's not out there with their regular season packages set and ready to go, everybody's not out there going, full tilt with their schemes, coverages, and this and that and the third. But you can see if somebody can fundamentally play their position.
Your
Okay.
base. It's your base
Yeah,
offense, base defense.
your base. You know what I mean?
That's when we really start to see the mining.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, just think about like last year, when Jalen Coker didn't make the 53-man roster initially, I was like, oh God, he gone. I was like, we made a mistake, y'all. He is out. He is gone. There's no way we're gonna keep him. But we did. We kept him and we kept Demani Richardson. Okay. And and again, thank you, Flame for Jesus, man. I greatly appreciate you tonight, dog. Greatly appreciate you. But you know what? I messed up here. One thing that I do not like on this roster. Now you know how Doug feel about
Talk about yourself. Don't put me in your.
Hold on. No, I'm not putting you in. I'm just referencing.
I know what you about to say.
Okay. The way Doug feel about Shy Tuttle is the way I feel about that joker right down there at the bottom in that safety spot, Nick Scott. Okay. And mind you, like I always say, if you're on the Panthers team, I'm rooting for you. Okay. But
I'm not.
I'm sorry. Nick Scott did not put good film on tape at all last year. He got re-signed, and I know this is preseason, and I know this roster is going to change. But let me tell you, that is one thing that I am hoping does change. That's for me. That's the one change that's got to be made right there. It's got to be made. And the crazy thing is, they got Demani Richardson on here backing up Trayvon. They got Trayvon. They got Demani Richardson backing up Trayvon Merrick. I wasn't expecting that either. I would have thought that at least, because Merrick is a strong safety, Nick Scott is the free safety. I thought Demani Richardson would, if on this list, if he was backing up anybody, he'd be backing up Nick Scott. But again, maybe that's something that they think about Lathan Ransom too. They got him backing up as a free safety. Go ahead, Doug.
So, reason why I want to interrupt you when I said that, I don't like Shot Total's playing out of position. You can go ahead and shout out Twan. Go ahead. I can hold my.
What's good? What's good, Twan? Everybody at the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. How y'all doing? Go ahead, Doug.
The difference between me and you is Nick Scott is a safety.
Mm-hmm.
Shot Tuttle is not a nose tackle. That's the reason why I don't like where he's playing at. That's why I said you can't do that. You can't do that. Nick Scott is a true safety. Can he play safety? Absolutely, probably not. He's better on special teams. But the thing for me with this is it goes into just like at sale last year. You don't put a rookie right in and give it the gate. Give him the keys. You don't give him the keys. Lathan Ransom is earning his. And I wanted to point out the highlight when he stopped the run. Did you see JC Horn on the side? I saw that. On the side.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I realized how close that is to my house. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Go ahead, man. You good?
No, I was gonna say, if you look at it, the reaction that he's been getting since FanFest all the way till now is definitely showing that the game is slowing down. The same thing. What's going on, Austin, right? Same thing with Jimmy Horn. They're starting to get the grasp of the speed of the game. What's going on, Clay? So do I think if we played a game tomorrow and Nick Scott was starting, I think that march on Mint Street will happen tonight before the gates even open tomorrow. So for me, I don't read too much into it because again, next week we're gonna see who's ready to feast and who's gonna be ready to phantom. Who's gonna be there, like they said, to get that lunch pail, that hard hat, and be ready to see them play or not.
The thing about unofficial depth charts.
hold on the car. Hold on the car. All I know is I was referencing the disdain. You know, not the player in the position. All I know is if Nick Scott is on this depth chart, I'm going down to the stadium and I'm going to slap somebody with this chain. Okay,
Don't worry.
It's going to be a problem.
Hey, in the car. I don't want him to call Nellis Correction. I want him to call me to come bail him out. I'll say keep him in there for 2 days.
You slap somebody with that chain, you're gonna tear your shoulder.
Okay, all right. I'll make my way down to South Carolina. I'm gonna test it out on you, the car.
I don't think you want to do that. You know,
Hey,
South Carolina.
I might be old. But these shoulders got a lot of force behind them.
That shoulder force can't stop a bullet, CJ.
Hey, shout out again, Flame for Jesus, man. He said that's why I said we can learn from the preseason. You know, Nick is your favorite safety.
There you go. Say it again.
He is not.
He is
absolutely
he
not.
Is.
No. Yep. But again, if he ends up being the starting safety, I'm going to hope and pray that he gets his act together this season. He goes out there and plays good. But initially, I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to be happy about it.
Dan Morgan would have Ivero in his office cussing him out if Nick Scott is starting. But the thing about unofficial depth charts is that it usually goes by age and experience. So, you know, if you look up and down the depth chart, who's ever been in the league the longest, they're listed first.
There it is right there, what Paul Mancini just said.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what happened.
Rookies and second-year players earn their starters or key backup players. Is how it works. Yeah, gotcha.
And
Vietnam, what's going on with you, big dog? Oh, no, one second, car. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Vietnam. I appreciate you. He says, "What's up, fan? I just want Shot Tuttle gone and for Bryce to shut up the haters by showing he can win with his arm." Okay, hey,
I agree, fan.
I ain't gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to see Shot Total gone. I want to see him do good, but I want to see them put him in another spot. You know, I'm holding on to that one. If they moved him over the defensive end, it would be a lot better. But thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Greatly appreciate you, sir. Greatly appreciate you. Go ahead, Nicole.
I really forgot.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. As far as Shot Tuttle, I just think the alternatives haven't shown much. You know, LeBron Ray has done a little, Jaden Cremley has done a little, but I don't think they warrant enough to, replace him.
I got you. Hey, and real quick, like my man Diggett said right here, 111 people watching, 42 likes. Whatever platform you're watching, this is streaming live on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Before you get up out of here, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Greatly appreciate our love and support. Thank you, Diggett. Appreciate you, big dog.
Panther dog, we got a Monday night football game this year, unless they do the doubleheader thing. So and that'll be higher.
Stretch too.
He said he would pay your parking ticket too. Oh, you know what? What's up, Mike Long? How you doing? Okay. Mike, you I don't know. This comment made me think of something. I got something I want to ask both of y'all here in a second. Appreciate you, Mike Long. Appreciate this comment because it made me think about something that I had forgot about. Okay, but okay, now defense. Anything else on the defense before we look at the special teams real quick?
It's too early. Nakari said it. It's way too early. Literally.
Oh yeah, it's the first one. That's what I was saying. It's the first one. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 more. So like, I wouldn't put too much stock into it. And a good way to not put too much stock into it is that Jimmy Horn is listed as like the 5th or 6th returner on kicks and punts. So that's how you know not to put too much stock into it.
Well, if it ain't Pork Chop Prime Podcast. What's up, PPP? Said carpet arm and neck bone. What's good? What's good with you?
No, because
that's crazy.
So cool.
He started yesterday. Let me tell you, PPP, you got to be tired, big dog. PPP was live at 7:30 this morning. I promise you, he was still live when I started my live. Let me tell you, I don't know how you do it, big dog, but shout out to you, PPP. Let me tell you, PPP was talking about JC, and at one point, let me tell you, PPP was yelling. I mean, yelling and screaming at everybody up there on the screen with him, and I was sitting there like, my God, he about to pass out. he was talking about Adam Thielen. He was showing clips of Adam Thielen, and they were talking about, Adam Thielen can't get deep, can't get open deep down the field, and PPP was like, nah,
He need a
watch this. He was like,
respirator.
yeah, boy. I mean, say PPP was like, rah, 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 rah. I was like, God, I don't think I ever heard him yell like that before. But yeah, man, hey, appreciate you, PPP. But
yeah, guess what we need? Guess what we need? PPP need that sugar water he trying to pass out. He from Florida. You know them boys know about that sugar water.
Nah, that joker need a Red Bull and a shot of Henny or something, boy. I'm telling you.
Oh, that sounds so good right now. PPP pressed that button. He pressed that button, let them people argue. He go take a nap. He come back. He cook some dinner. He come back.
Hey, Kevin, how you doing, big dog? Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Thank you. I didn't want to mess up your last name, but I appreciate you, big dog, as always. Hey, MDJ. Said late to the party. What's good, CJ, Doug, and Car? Hey, it was crazy, man. Y'all were live during Fan Fest, and I saw your message that you sent. We were 2 sections to your right, and it's funny because I looked over there and I saw y'all, and then I got on my phone and I saw I saw y'all live, and it was funny because I stood up and I was trying to get y'all attention, but I saw you
Yeah, what's your
man name?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm a Logic. I saw you in Logic over there. Hey, but shout out to you, man. Yes, I am old, everybody. Yes, I am old, but I'm still here. Damn it, I'm still here. All right, special teams. Okay, now wherever Pastor Pastor Prime podcast is at, and I know he gonna love this one. Look at that guy first at punt return, kick returner, Raheem Blackshear.
The one that won't even make the team.
Hey, you know what? Look, you know what that means? They said this is your shot. You better go out there and run every one of them back for a touchdown. This is all you got.
They told Raheem the same thing they telling Shador.
Man, you know what? Okay, so we're looking at this. Do y'all have anything to say about this one right here?
Jimmy Horn Jr. being 5th string is how you know not to put too much stock into any of this.
I got you, Doug.
Also,
I'm laughing at PPP because I'm gonna get a bet. It ain't that one. It's the one about my arms. So I'm gonna say it live. Go to the next comment where you say,
he said I'm still alive. Damn.
Keep going down. This the one, and I'm gonna say my comment live. PPP, hear me loud and clear. And next time I see you, we doing an Oklahoma drill, and I'm gonna knock you right on your ass. You already said you see me and you eye to eye. We're gonna line right up in the parking lot. We can do it right in the concourse, and I want somebody recording when me and you do an Oklahoma drill. Then we'll really.
I got you. Hey, let me know. I'll be there.
I'll call 911.
I'll be there. Wow.
Nah, we won't go. We won't do the ER. We go to urgent care.
That is hilarious. That is funny. Okay. So back to the comment that made me think about a question I have for y'all. All right. Now, I've said this a billion times on this channel. You know, I always root for the
Eddie, not a NFL kicker, Paul. I'm sorry, CJ. We having an Eddie conversation right now. You know.
Oh, I got you. So y'all always know that I root for the black quarterback. Okay. Now, I said this to one of my coworkers earlier today. All right, and I said this. I'm asking y'all if y'all are thinking the same thing. Are we rooting for Shador? Okay. Now, I do hope the Panthers go out there and beat them in the dirt. Okay, but at the same time, I want Shador to look good. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I hope
I've been
we destroy
feeling bad
them.
about this all week.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me what you
I'll
think.
go after you.
I am not rooting for Shador because he's going against the Panthers. I hate it so bad. I want him to succeed, but I need us to succeed more. And if he go 0 for 1,000, it's perfect to me. Sad story.
0 for 1,000.
But I don't want him to complete one pass because we got a job to do. We got to take back the South. Shador can go to another team if they ever get the if they ever just do what they want to do, which is cut them. So, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Doug.
All right, so I do agree. Shador got blackballed. That's a whole nother lie that we can do. With them bringing in Huntley, you got Gabriel, Flacco, and Pickett. I honestly
5
want them
quarterbacks.
I literally want them to let them go.
And Watson's still on the roster too.
Yeah, and
that's
Deshaun,
six, that's 6 total.
Yeah,
6 total.
And Deshaun Watson he will still be on the roster with the money and everything. So you got one. Joe probably be the other. Then it just depends on Pickett, Gabriel, Huntley, and Shador. I definitely want Shador to flourish. I'm a Tar Heel, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie. CJ and myself were able to meet Deion Sanders Jr. I literally told him he was the reason why I really started podcasting with Well Off Media. I want him to succeed. I feel like he's humbled. He still is a young man. He's made a couple boneheaded decisions because we all did it here probably on this platform, people in the chat. But for me, I really want Shador to succeed because how draft night went and how he's getting the cards dealt to him throughout training camp. I really do. Yeah. I really do want him to succeed. If it is with the Browns, it's with the Browns. But my gut feeling is I don't think he'll stay with the Browns for the longevity of his career. He may do it this year. Somebody might trade for him, but I do think he will be a franchise quarterback for another team. I just don't know what that team will be.
Okay. All right. Hey, and real quick, shout out to Flame for Jesus again, man. I'm gonna have to get your address and send you something, man. Some kind of a thank you. Thank you for another $10 super chat. I wish Bryce the best. I just don't expect much. I still want a top 10 offense. I don't expect it. I'm hoping for a top 20 defense. Not expecting that either. I'm not gonna lie to you, Flame. I'm expecting a top 20 defense. Okay. Now that I am expecting at least top 20 out of both the offense and defense. I hope they go up higher, but that's what I'm expecting, from both of them. So, but yeah. But again, man, hey, thank you for the super chat.
I got more faith in the top 10 offense than I do a top 20 defense.
Okay.
I get a defense 18. If we're 18, I already said 15 between 18, we're good.
Yeah. Paul says, personally, I could care less about Shador Sanders, to be honest, as he's not on my team. And I feel you, Paul. And I just and I asked that question because, like I said, I'm rooting for him. And and Doug mentioned, he might have made a few bonehead decisions here and there. But I think that he caught a lot of flack just because he was Deion's son. I think that was like to it. And me personally, I haven't seen anything out of Tyler Show and Jackson Dart, who went to the show with the Saints, Dart went into the Giants. Okay, I haven't seen anything out of either one of them personally for me to be like, oh well, yeah, you know what, yeah, they were definitely better than Shador, and picked in the second round, and Shador waited all the way to the fifth round. You know what I mean? Me personally, that's why I'm rooting for him. Again, I hope the Panthers go out there and just destroy the Browns, but I do hope that Shador goes out there and plays and looks decent. You get what I'm saying?
Keep it 100.
I hope.
Keep it 100. It's deeper than football for us.
Yeah. You're right. You absolutely right. Absolutely right. But I am pulling for him. I am pulling for him. Like I said, I want us to win, but I don't hope I don't want him to go out there and just look like total crap. You know what I mean? Which I don't think he will. I don't think he will. But we'll see how that goes. All right, we'll see.
He won't, but I want him to.
Yeah. MDJ said, "What's meant for you won't miss you. If Shador is of the stuff, nothing will dim his light. They have been trying to, but he will be okay." I feel you on that, MDJ. I feel you. I feel you. And you know what? And right after that, Panther Dog, ain't nobody succeeding with the Browns. God almighty. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Man, hey, I hate to kind of agree with that, but
I see it happening. Jerry Senile Jones is gonna get Shador to be the backup for Dak. It's written in the script.
No.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Doug.
Joe Milton got a missile.
Oh, I forgot Joe Milton was there.
No,
I saw that 75 yard pass.
He has a missile of an arm on him.
That arm is crazy. I forgot about Joe. Never mind. Yeah,
So
cancel that.
Yeah. But you know what? Even not just the arm, every clip that I have seen of him, he is out there balling at Cowboys camp. I mean, balling.
I mean, he
So
was
hey,
good in college. He was good when
he was good at
came into
Tennessee.
the league. Yeah, like so.
he said, "Poppin, if he do cook Evero, I won't be mad." That is hilarious. That is completely hilarious. All right, well, cool, man. But yeah, we go ahead and wrap this up because that's all I have for tonight. Like I said, we watched a little bit of the highlights from the joint practice today. Overall, a W, for the Panthers is what I'm getting from all the media. We played the clip from the ESPN Cleveland station where they felt like the Panthers did win the practice. All right, you saw some good clips from the defense, the offense, receivers out there catching passes. Bryce looked good on a few throws. Andy Dalton Andy Dalton had some good throws out there as well. I really wish that I could have got some of the Cleveland Browns highlights as well because everything wasn't perfect for the Panthers. I did read, I think like you said, Doug, was David Newton when he was saying that Carolina's rush defense looked pretty stout in the joint practice. But the pass defense was a little shaky. Kenny Pickett threw a couple touchdowns. Joe
Kenny Pickett
Flacco
threw
had
the
some
most
good passes.
touchdowns. Kenny Pickett had 2. Shador didn't have a touchdown. Gabriel didn't have a touchdown, and I think Flacco had 1. So I
thought Gabriel didn't practice.
So they got that little stupid chart that they do for practice, and I don't think he practiced, but I think they meant to put Huntley, but they had Gabriel.
Gotcha.
But I think it was a total of 4 touchdowns that I counted. So
okay. I did see somebody on one of the Browns pages on X. Their comment was about Kenny Pickett. It was like, why is he wearing gloves? That just made me laugh. It was like he should not be wearing gloves. All right, but yeah, we took a look at some highlights. Took a look at some tweets on X, from Gabe Donald and some of the other clips on there as well. Took a look at the events from the 7-on-7s and the 11-on-11 drills. Okay, shout out to Cam Jackson for that nice clip of him completely destroying the Cleveland Browns backup center. And like I said, I think a few plays later, that center did get his get back on Cam Jackson. Okay, but overall, I think it was a good day for the Panthers. Again, like me and Doug was saying, we take it for what it is right now. We hope to see it again come Friday. Okay, we hope to see it again come Friday. All right, and we'll go from there. Doug, Nakari, any closing words from you guys?
Go ahead, Nakari.
That's Doug's favorite sentence. I ain't got nothing. I'm just here. I'm just a third person. Yeah, man. I miss 2 fans in the stands.
This man.
I got you. I got you. Don't worry, I got something for you in the car. Okay.
You want to read the comment? No, I'm saying read the comment before.
Okay. Yeah, Flame for Jesus again. Thank you for another $5 super chat. And I'm sorry I missed it. I saw your other comment below it. I apologize. He said we could have got Shador on the cheap. So that's putting too much pressure on Bryce though. We can't have competition in Carolina. Okay. All right. I disagree with the back half of that, but I got you. I got you. Fair enough. And again, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Doug.
I appreciate Curtis Payne bringing me up tonight, man. Like I said, it's been a long one, but yeah, man. Like I said, football is back.
Finally,
finally. I think a lot of people been waiting on it. I think a lot of people been, it's been a drought for us sports fans. If you have baseball teams and all that, but yeah, man. Like I said, I really expect a lot to be figured out with this depth chart with certain people, not with the ones, but I'll say like the twos or certain positions. But yeah, man, like I said, I ain't give too much. CJ already know I'm going live tomorrow, man. You may go ahead and tell them, CJ, who we got tomorrow night.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So we got Dennis Cox from ESPN 99.9 The Fan, the Panthers Playbook, join us tomorrow at 6:30. So somebody that's boots on the ground, me and CJ been talking behind the scenes. We really hate how we're not on the ground. CJ had a when I say he had a mastermind plan for y'all with training camp, we're not on the ground. So the best thing we can do is try to bring these people up that are actually on the scene, that actually can give us expertise and actually give us more nuggets. So like I said, man, definitely check us out tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Definitely love to see y'all in the chat. If you got more questions that you want to ask, definitely ask our guy Dennis Cox over there at ESPN 99.9 The Fan.
Okay, gotcha.
And as always, three things, Panther Nation.
you about to get the boot for real. Hey, but real quick though, real quick, everybody on your way out, please make sure wherever you're watching that to hit that like button. And speaking of going live tomorrow, okay, I'll be live again right after Doug. Hopefully by the time I start, we won't overlap each other too much. But I love to run my mouth. Doug is like boom, 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 he out. But tomorrow, okay, I'm going to have a special guest to join me. Clay from the Rockstar Report is going to join me tomorrow, and we're going to do a quick preview of the preseason game on Friday with the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all go and watch Doug live, and when you finish with Doug live, come on over and join me and Clay, and we'll go ahead and give our preview and give our thoughts and opinions on the upcoming preseason game, which I will be at. I will be there. I will be in the building. I'm going to try and not do what I did at Fan. I ain't gonna lie. At Fan Fest, I promise you, I was not paying attention. I promise you I wasn't. Me and my best friend was sitting next to each other. We was laughing and joking and everything. Everybody. I spent about 20 minutes trying to get MDJ and Logic attention, to the left of me. I'm sitting there missing plays, missing touchdowns. And look, trying to see if me and the chain can get on the big the jumbotron. So yeah, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better, but I would definitely be there. Hold on. He said I thought it was Chris Gamble. Bro, at the bottom. Wow. Oh my God. I said, where's Ellis Payne and the rest of the family? Hey, they in the house. Hey, Leroy, you stupid. You stupid. Oh my goodness. Yo, I'm done with y'all for the night. I'm done. I'm done. All right, y'all. As Nakari was about to say, is I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna leave y'all with three things. Number one, y'all be good. Number two, y'all be safe. And number three, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. We'll see you. Well, good. Let me tell you, that damn thing won't play. All right, hold on. Here we go.